There we go. Whoops. All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Well, we have a minion. We have an official minion online. I love it. That's more than you get in a synagogue on this morning. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning, and I'm going to put on my talit, right? And I'll put the first we have a little Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. That's just my way of saying good morning. And now we will do this. Oh, let's sing Ma Tovu. Ma Tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkanotecha Yisrael. There it is. How good are your tents, Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel. Now back to what I was saying before. I'm going to put on my talit now. So, we say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehit atef batzitzit. And I'm going to take my talit. Yes, this is my full-size one. And it's actually my grandfather's. I go like this. Okay, so now we have the tzitzit on. Now, the talit rather. Now it's time to put on our tefillin. So we're going to, we'll say a blessing. You're supposed to actually put the tefillin on your arm first according to these instructions, and that's some minhagim. Some people use that minhag. All right, but here we go. So I'm going to put on the tefillin. I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, so this is the tefillin for the arm. Yes? Okay. Boker Tov, Anthony. Tefillin goes on the arm like this, and it's wrapped in a certain way. You put it on like this. Is the phylacteries. It contains the scroll with the Shema Yisrael and other verses. It goes on like this, right, on the bicep of the arm, in such a way that it cuts off the flow to your arm so that you can also give blood if you need to. Only kidding. Only kidding. One, and now you wrap it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get this. And 7. Now you decorate your hand. You're going to make a shin with the way that it's constructed, and it's kind of a strange thing. You got to go around the finger 3 times, and then, but when you're done, you're actually not supposed to complete this yet. You're supposed to put it on the head first, but I've already done this. So here you go. So this is what it looks like. Whoops. See, it's an upside down shin. 1, 2, 3. It's upside down right now. All right. So now I put on the shel rosh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvat tefillin. You put this on like this. There you go. Straighten it out. Pick up your talit, which is falling off. Put it back on. And you're almost ready to daven. Not yet, because you have to complete the tefillin on your hand. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Sorry about keep knocking. Oh, I did that already. All right, so we are ready to daven. Hi, Rabbi Rose and Anthony. Okay, and Troy and Ryan. Great to see you. Welcome. Welcome for our brief siyum, and surrounded. Before we get to that, we do a little morning service. So I'll put the service in front of you. Yes? All right. And these are the morning blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lasech vivina lahavchin bein yom uvein laila. If any of you want to read the translation as we go, please do that, and I'll do the Hebrew. I'll point to the Hebrew, and if you need to read the English, you read the corresponding English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani ben chorin. It's an abridged shacharit, Ryan. You'll be done in 20 minutes. All right? And, it's Gary. Hey, Gary. Great to see you. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokev kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim. A few more blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanotein layoev koach. Baruch atah. Well, yeah, we see you, Gary. We see you. Yes, it's a figure of speech. But it is. I see you. I see your name. I see you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ha'ma'avir sheina me'einai u'tenuma me'afapai. All right, so that concludes the morning blessings. And now we're going to continue with Baruch She'amar. Baruch She'amar v'haya ha'olam. Baruch Hu. Baruch Oseh Bereshit. Baruch Shemo. Baruch Omer v'yoseh. Baruch Hu. Baruch Ozer u'makayim. Baruch Merachem al haaretz. Baruch Merachem al habariot. Baruch Mishalem Sachar Tov Lireav. Baruch Chai La'ad V'Kayam La'netzach. Baruch Podeh U'Matzil. Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo. All right. So now, as I do the Hebrew, those of you who would like, read the corresponding English to yourselves. All right. And that's why I'm going to keep pointing. I'm going to keep pointing through the service, so you can daven with me. All right. Unless you can go to the Hebrew. Now we get to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yigadal v'yigadal shemei rabba b'yalma divra kirutei v'yamlich malkutei v'chayechonu v'yamechonu v'chayetecho beit Yisrael ba'galav zman kariv yimru amen. Yehei shemei rabba mavorach le'olam ulon me'amaya yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiterama v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'richu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma v'yimru Amen. Ustreamer 4752. I am davening with, although I'm not exactly sure that Chatzi Kaddish was correct, but I am davening using a morning nusach, weekday morning nusach. There's a specific, what you're hearing is in the style, no, it isn't in the style of Torah. Baruch Hu, it is. So you're right. And it's kind of sing-songy, and listen, and you'll hear it. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamavorach. Thank you, Sam. Baruch Adonai Borach Leolam Va'ed. All right. So you'll notice, those of you who daven a lot, you'll notice that this is quite abridged, but that's okay. So now we're going to get to the Ahava Rabbah, and this is a point prior to the Shema. Ahava Rabbah Avtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chemla Gedola V'terach Amalta Aleinu Havinu Malkeinu Ba'avur Avoteinu Shebatchu V'cha V'telamdeim Chukei Chaim Kein Techanenu Utelamdeinu. So this whole section is sung to folk melodies if you want to do it. Havihinu Ha'av HaRachaman HaMerachem Rachem Rachem Aleinu V'tein B'libeinu L'Libeinu Lahavihinu Lahaskil Lishmoa Lilmod Ulamed Lishmoa Velasod Ulekayim et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ava. Now we sing Ve'ha'erinenu v'toratecha v'dabek libeinu b'mitzvotecha v'yachei levaveinu li'avahu li'ira et shemecha v'lo nevosh v'lo nikalem v'lo nikashel le'olam va'ed ki v'shem kodshecha hagadol v'hanora b'hadaknu nagila v'nismecha bishuatecha. Another melody's coming up. This is to the theme from Israel. The theme from Israel. Oh my God! All right, you listen. V'havienu le'shalom me'arba kanfot ha'aretz. The anthem from Israel. V'tolichenu kamiud le'artzeinu ki el poel yeshuot atam uvanu v'charta avelashom v'kedavtan l'shimcha hagadol sela be'emet l'hodot lecha u'le'achelcha be'ava. All right, so now you should have your tzitzit from the four corners gathered in your hand, right? Because we're right in front of the Shema. And so we say the blessing that precedes the Shema. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lachtecha b'derech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha ukeshartam la'ota yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchetabtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isha'arecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Concludes with Adonai Elohechem emet. I am the Lord your God who is truth. We skipped the liturgy during which we would have kissed the tzitzit 3 times. So I'll just do that symbolically because we didn't say the words. But it mentions tzitzit in the liturgy, and you're supposed to kiss them to remember the commandments that are in the Torah. Okay, continuing. Mi chamocha. This is what they sing usually on a weekday. Vaylim Adonai mi chamocha nedor b'kodesh norati lodo sefelem. Shirach hadasha shibchu gulim l'shimcha sefat hayom yachad kulam oduvim lichu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Now we go back into Shabbat mode because that's just the way that it would be done. But it would, if you don't sing it, it would stay in the weekday morning like that Torah style. But we're going to sing the melody. Tzur Yisrael Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, ufedechinu mecha Yehuda be'Yisrael. Go aleinu Adonai tzevaot shemo, kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Good morning, Rabbi Jen. I'm using your service. Join together for the Avot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei HaKol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי כל חייתה רב להושיע. And this is the last time we're going to say this. Tomorrow morning we change. Mashiv haruach Umarid Hashem, as of tomorrow, it'll be Morid Hatam. Michalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Michaye HaKol Meitim B'Rachamim Rabim, Michaye Kol Chay, even another one, B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית, ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות כל חי. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה כל חי. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב היה נביאך בקורא זה אל זה, ואמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך על הארץ כבודו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור ימלוך אדוני לעולם מלך ציון לדור ודור hallelujah. What the heck? Let's sing L'Dor Vador the way you would in synagogue on a Saturday morning. L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador Nagid Gad Lecha, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador Nagid Gad Lecha, U'lenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nagdish, kedushatcha nagdish, V'shivchacha Eloheinu mihipinu lo yamush, lo yamush le'olam va'el, L'Dor Vador, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גד לך. כי המלך גדול, גדול וקדוש, וקדוש אתה. Everybody. יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה. Baruch. I'm stuck in Shabbat. אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. That's Shabbat Nusach. Okay. We pause for a few moments of silent prayer. I wish I knew the melody to this, Rabbi Jen, but may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable unto you, God, my rock and redeemer. I just improvised that. All right. So now we come to our siyum. Just very brief, very simple, but we're going to say the blessing before we do a little learning. Join with me. Shabbat Shalom, Bill Sharp from Albuquerque. Baruch Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. Good morning. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Praised are you, the ever-present, our God, sovereign of all time and space, who brings holiness to our lives through the mitzvah of living out the words of the Torah. And our teaching today is just came included in Rabbi Jen's service. Thank you. And this is from the Talmud, Tractate Shabbat. And we'll join, I'm going to read it in Hebrew, and then we'll read it in English. Elu devarim she'adam ochel perotehem be'olam hazeh. V'hakeren kayamet lo la'olam haba ve'elu hein. Kibud av va'em. Ugemilut chasadim. V'haschamat beit ha-midrash. Shacharit v'arbit. V'hachnasat orchim. Uvikur cholim v'hachnasat kala. Ula vayat hamet. Va'iyun tefila. V'ha'avat shalom. Bein adam lechavero. V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. In the English, these are the deeds which yield fruit in here and now, and continue to yield fruit in time to come. So now the Talmud is going to outline the things that we can do in our lives, that the very simple things that we can do in our lives that make a big difference in other people's lives. And frankly, when we give to other people, it makes a huge difference in our lives as well. So here are the things that the Talmud mentions. Honoring father and mother. Should go without saying, you got to honor your father and mother, even if you're mad at them. But you shouldn't be mad at your father and your mother. Okay, number one. Perform acts of loving kindness. Well, hello, Barbara. Welcome from Nova Scotia. What's an act of loving kindness? There are endless things you could do, acts of loving kindness. Some people deliver food to the infirm or the elderly. Some people help people when they ask for money on the street. Because, if someone is so desperate to ask for money rather than turning up your nose and walking past them, you should just give it to them. You shouldn't, it's not you to say, you go out and get a job. It's not up to you. You should just give them the money. That's what you should be doing. There are, you name it, all kinds of, anything you do is a mitzvah, and you help to better humankind. And you help improve yourself when you do those things. Going to the house of study early? Well, you're all doing that right now. You're all doing that right now. Oh, sure, you'll want to eat, I know, but it's okay. You're doing it right now. You're going to the house of study, morning and evening. Providing hospitality. Well, tonight, I know that Rabbi Jen has 340 people at her Seder. No, I don't. But we're all hopefully going to be plugged into a Seder somewhere. And that's a form of providing hospitality. I mean, some of us don't just have immediate family. We welcome people that we think don't have a Seder to go to, or just people that we even know peripherally. It's always fun to bring in people, new people, because you see the Seder all over again, newly, through the eyes of someone new. Okay, so that's one way of doing that. Attending the sick. Well, that goes without saying, yes? Attending the sick. When someone is ill, it doesn't just mean going to the hospital. Sometimes people are ill, and you could just visit them at home. You could call them. You could email them. You can text them. In fact, I have to text somebody. Thanks for reminding me, Rabbi Blaine. I have to do that right after we're done. Providing for the bride. Well, since my daughter is getting married, I know that I will be providing for the bride. So that covers me on that one. Burying the dead, unfortunately, we all have to do that. And but it's a great mitzvah, to be respectful and to attend the service, to actually pour earth on the casket of the deceased. To then go to a Shiva Minyan. These are great mitzvot for you to perform. And they provide great comfort to the mourners. Meditating in prayer. Well, we should be doing that. That's what you did when we give you the silent prayer in the Amidah. You're supposed to be meditating unless you're davening, unless you're reading the text. And that still is a form of meditating. And making peace between one person and another. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a biggie. And we should all strive to do that. Even people that we're mad at or are mad at us, or even countries that are insane, we've got to try and make peace. And, God willing, we'll maybe in this coming year, we'll find some more peace throughout the world. Maybe just another piece of peace. A little piece of peace. Write that down, somebody. I just coined a new expression, a piece of peace. And I have to write a song on that, a piece of peace. And of course, the study of Torah equals to them all. Why would that be? Why would that be? Because there's great wisdom in all sacred texts and ancient texts. And when we study the words of great scholars, of great authors, we're better for it. And the Torah, of course, is our particular text. And there's great wisdom sprinkled throughout the Torah. And we can always glean new teachings. We can derive new ways to improve ourselves. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our teaching for this morning. All right. Now we're going to continue with. Let me keep going here. Let's do a blessing on behalf of the sick, as we will begin to conclude shortly. All right. We are grateful, Adonai, for the gift of life and for the healing powers you have implanted within us. Sustain my dear friend Bambi Fass, who is getting married today. Unbelievable. God bless her. And Heidi Ackerman. Anyone else you would like to mention, please type in their names. Yes, Pieces of Peace. It's kind of an alliteration. A lot of popping, though, in that song. Pieces of Peace. I don't know. Okay. Anyone want to mention anyone who's sick? All right, I'm going to continue. Sustain our loved ones through these days of illness with the courage and fortitude they need to endure weakness and pain. All right, see Bill Sharp, Lee Sharp, and Solimar. Help us find ways to show our love and concern for them so that we may be an influence for good in their time of need. And of course, we include Binyamin Moshe ben Sarah of Avraham. And may all who suffer illness of body, mind, or spirit know that you are with them, giving them the strength they need as they struggle to recover. May their afflictions soon be ended, and may they return in health to family and friends. Chaya Simkin, Faith Weber, Louise Rockman, Kay Brett, Linda M. I wish I knew this melody. You sang it a number. I've heard it. Elna Rafana Rafua Shalema. That's not it, right? Adirhu Elna Rafana. Please heal these souls. Misha Beirach Abraham Misara. Yitzchak Verivka, Yaakov, Rachel, Valeya, El Narafana La, Rafua Shalema, El Narafana La, Lo, please heal these souls. And we say, Amen. And Michael C. and Kim T. included in our El Narafana La and our Misha Berach, our healing prayers. All right. Well, why not? Let's do a prayer for the state of Israel. Tefillah al Medina Yisrael, Tzu Yisrael v'go'alo berech Medina Yisrael, Reshit tzmicha kulatenu, hagen aleha be'avrat chasdecha, v'ros aleha sukat shlomecha. Ushlachu recha v'amitecha l'resheha tzareha v'yatseha v'taknem be'etza tova milfanecha, chazek et yidei meginei eretz kadshenu, v'anchilem Eloheinu Yeshua v'ateret nitzachon ta'atrem, v'natata shalom ba'oretz v'simchat olam liyoshveha v'nomar. Amen. What else we got here in this service? We're not returning. Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon akol, latet gedula liotze bereshit, shelatan lanu Torah emet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu, v'anachnu koreim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei amlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, Vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude this morning, we'll join for the mourners' cottage. It's amazing. I'm looking at this. 13 of us here. Go get 13 people for a siyum in a shul. It doesn't happen, except traditionally. All right, mourners' cottage. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. V'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'yizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavorach li'alam ulon me'el maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudisha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav huya oseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in this morning for our siyum. You are free to eat. All of you, go eat. If you haven't eaten already, then eat now. And don't forget to burn your chametz symbolically in a place where you can't start a fire, please. And then I want you to all have a wonderful Seder this evening. If you have one tomorrow night, have a wonderful Seder. Have a great Pesach. I'll be back tonight, at Friday night, tonight at 6 o'clock for a brief Kabbalat Shabbat service. And Rabbi Americo is joining us from Portugal. He will be here live with us at 6 o'clock, live from New York. Rabbi Americo from Portugal. All right, so I hope I'll see you tonight at 6. It'll less than 45 minutes, and so you have time to just go right to your Seders. All right, God bless you, and have a great day. Have a great day. If I don't see you, Chag Sameach. Is this in Pesach? Rabbi Jen, thanks for your service. It really works really well. Thank you. Okay, bye. Yeah, Rabbi Jen is on. Carol says hi, Rabbi Jen. Okay. Yeah, okay. Did I mention Stanila, Richley, Elizabeth, Gabby, Jim, and Ann Sharp, Nana, Momo, and Mama? They were, this is a yard site, I guess. My pleasure. See you tonight. Okay, I'm going. Bye.